Okay, let me just answer a few questions at the beginning. So, Blenheim, hey, new to the stream here, so welcome. I'm wondering if you've ever had to fight with an inferiority complex and how you recommend coming over this at all. I just have to be honest, and I just have to Google the word. Oh, okay. Yes, many times. Yes, imposter syndrome, probably. And Tagonuk, thanks for following. Yes. The feeling that you are not good enough. I mean, yeah, imposter syndrome is more a little bit into that direction that you already make money with your craft, that you already sell your tracks, that you have been hired, but you still think your success is, let's say, not deserved. That at some point in your life, somebody's standing at your door. And in my personal case, I just want to speak openly that some of my, I mean, I said it. The funny thing is I was first. I went to a live stream and said, I suck at keyboard playing. I totally can't play an entire song on the piano live right now. And the same actually goes for a guitar. I'm playing guitars for 30 years. I had lessons with Frank Gambale. I can sight read okay. It was better a few years back. But all these things, but if somebody would come today and, this would be the imposter syndrome. If somebody's standing on my door ringing and saying, hey, Alex, you're just a loser. You totally suck at what you do. But to be honest, I learned to get past of that because I don't simply care. I mean, it takes a lot of time, but I don't care. If somebody comes along to me and said, hey, you're worth nothing. Your music sounds like shit. I say, yes, but who cares? I don't care. This person is you're not a walking guillotine, not a walking axe. And this person comes along and say, hey, I have to chop off your head today because you suck at keyboard playing. And so the best way to overcome this inferiority is that you just do things. Because at my stage, when I was feeling worth less or something, I was thinking all the time. And to be honest, our brain is brilliant because we are creative. We create music. But on the other hand, it can be tricky sometimes to think because it is always connected to your emotional state. Because if you see it from a biochemical, no matter what you believe in, no matter if you say that evolution is not true, whatever, but a fact is that your body or your brain or your, I don't know the organs in your brain in English. So, but in general, there is a lot of chemistry running around in your body. So if you don't feel well, you will have certainly some kind of injection which makes you feel bad. And when you feel bad and you start thinking, you usually end up with bad thoughts. It's the same like when you drink. If you in general are a more negative person, you don't become positive when you drink alcohol. You drink and it amplifies the effect. So I would just learn to not pay attention to what your brain does in these moments and just try to live in the moment. Try to live in the here and now. And most of the time we think about the future. What if somebody discovers this? What if somebody notices that I suck at making music and that I fake it all or something? But in reality, you're not faking. You're a good composer. You deliver excellent work. Thanks, Profi. I try my best, but it's a great question. Actually, you can spend actually an entire evening on this. But we always think about the past. What did we wrong? We spent time wasting time thinking about the future. What will happen? Fact is, we don't know what's coming, and we can't change everything what's behind us. We can't change this. We have to live with it. I will be open. My daughter is disabled, but she's happy. At one time in my life, one day, I was looking to her and she was, smiling at me and everything was cool. She was, enjoying her toys and everything. And I said, why are you constantly, I said to myself, why are you constantly running around and think about that you have some tax payment going in 2 weeks? Why do you care about this bill? You have 4 weeks to pay. Why do you care about all the things happening in the past? Why do you care about what could eventually have gone wrong that she suffered, you know, from that vein of Galen malformation? So in a sense, it all doesn't matter. I was looking at her face and she was just happy. And she was just alive and smiling. And I thought, hey, you know, she probably knows more than all of the wise books on this planet combined. So this is a good thing. You have to, I think you have to start meditating. And this is not meant, many people confuse it with being some kind of spiritual or religious even. Or I heard people who are religious say, I'm not going to meditate because it kind of, you know, interferes with my religion. And I always think this is, sorry to say it, but this is bullshit, because meditating is just cutting off your brain and living right now in this moment. Right now, I'm not sure if you agree, but right now in this moment, when you switch off all your past and switch off everything in the future, everything what's worrying, we all have our packages to carry. But right now in this moment, if you really think about it, we are probably all happy. So I currently can't see how many people are in the stream. But take the number of people in the stream and I would say right now in this moment, we are probably all happy. If you completely switch off your thinking, if you just enjoy this very moment. I think this is the point you have to, there has to be some snap in your brain and you simply start, okay, so it isn't that hardcore, you know, even if there is something going on tomorrow, even if there is some hardcore surgery going on in like the next week, no matter what, you know, disability you have, it all doesn't matter right now. If you just focus on the moment, you always, if you think positive, if you switch off your thinking right now in this moment, everything is kind of awesome, you know? Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, it's actually one of the most, you know, deepest diving live streams I ever had. It's actually funny that it started that deep, but I hope it makes sense to you guys. So